After 2 long years, we finally have the continuation to Frank Herbert's Dune universe with Dune Part 2. Continuing from the 2021 Dune Part 1, we see Paul Atreides as he teams up with the Fremen to finally get revenge on those who destroyed his family. Dune Part 2 is a film that I have been highly anticipating for quite some time now, ever since the first one ended back in October 2021. I was just absolutely invested with that first film. The way that Denis Villeneuve was able to craft the Dune universe to the big screen was just nothing short of a miracle, and I was really anticipating to see where this story would continue with Dune Part 2. Originally slated for a release last November, this film was delayed due to the double Hollywood strikes that were happening at the time, with it being eventually delayed to March 15th, but afterwards, once the strike was resolved, it was moved up to March 1st, which is today's date as the recording of this video. So it's safe to say that my expectations for Dune Part 2 were sky high, and I gotta say this, after leaving the theater, I was completely blown away with everything that was presented on screen. Dune Part 2 is a monumental achievement that will go down as one of the best science fiction epics of all time. I'm not exaggerating either. Everything that worked so well in Part 1 takes it up a notch in Part 2. Once the movie begins, I was completely invested in the world of Dune, and they even give us a little refresher on what happened with Part 1 if you haven't seen Part 1 or just haven't seen it in quite some time. All the characters that are introduced in Part 1 are back and get substantial screen time and development, especially Timothée Chalamet as Paul Atreides and Chani as Zendaya. When they're on screen together, they just completely steal the show. Everybody here brings their A game, but I gotta say that the two best performances in the film are Timothée Chalamet as Paul Atreides and especially Austin Butler as Fade Rotha. Paul Atreides goes on an arc that is both really exciting but also very terrifying at the same time. He's one of those characters that you do want to root for, but at the same time you kind of fear him a little bit, especially during the third act of the film. Austin Butler completely transforms himself as Fade Rotha. Every scene he's in is just incredible and horrifying. Honestly, I didn't even know it was Austin Butler until the movie ended once I looked up the IMDb cast. I'm just like, man, that's Austin Butler. Like, I first saw him in the Elvis movie. He was great in that, but I could easily say that this is his best performance. He plays a phenomenal villain, and I believe Fade Rotha will go down in history as one of the best villains in film history. Just like Part 1, this film has some of the best visual effects that I have ever seen. Definitely the best of this decade so far, accompanied by an incredible Hans Zimmer score. To sum it all up, Dune Part 2 is a phenomenal follow-up that deserves to be seen on the biggest screen possible. If you have an IMAX or a Dolby Cinema nearby, definitely go check it out on one of those screens. It's one of the best theater experiences I've ever had, and of course, definitely the best theater experience this year so far. So, with that said, I'm going to be giving Dune Part 2 an A+. We truly are living in the best timeline. What a time to be alive. Just watching a movie on this scale being just incredible. It makes me so incredibly happy, and I'm looking forward to seeing this again. Let me know what you all thought about Dune Part 2 in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you all on the next one.